How's it going there, YouTube? Well, it's starting to rain out here a little bit now, but been kind of tinkering around with W4 a bit today. Getting some of the small stuff taken care of and doing a little bit of yard work. You guys can see there. Oh yeah, scooped that barrel there the other day and figured, well, before I fill it full of scrap metal and burn up the rest of that tree that I got stuffed in behind the shed there. Little MS-170 chain size. Minty. Love that little saw. Works perfect. I actually even used it at work the other day. We had to rip some 1-inch plywood, and my buddy's little skill saw puked out and died about halfway through the cut. So I figured, all right, we'll fire up the chainsaw and ripped right through it like a hot knife and butter. But anyway, I think the most challenging thing I've had so far in this little W4 is this voltage box here. Let me flip you guys around here and you'll see what I'm up. This is the kind of last part I need to put the steering box assembly back together. I've already painted the U-bolt and whatnot quite a while ago, but I took this all apart today, and I had the toughest time out of any two bolts I had on this whole tractor getting the little screws that hold this cover on out without stripping them, but I got them out all right. I'm gonna clean this gauge up too. I don't think I'm gonna replace its original gauge, but it's got some rust and it still works, so I'm gonna keep that. I'm just gonna clean this little face up here. I'm gonna wire brush all the paint off. I'm gonna make it chrome or stainless, whatever it's supposed to be, so it matches the other ones up top there. Oh, I was gonna try to get the gas tank painted maybe tomorrow, so I don't really have to grind the gas tank, all the paint off. I can just give it a good sand and spray her down. But I got some of the pieces there for the mount for that voltage box. I got the face plate up there. Might be able to see. Those are the two screws I'm talking about. They give me kind of a hard time getting it apart, but we didn't get anything stripped, so I was quite pleased how it came apart. Had kind of a tough time getting all this apart. I think this is all original in here. Of course, I'm gonna clean all that out. There's a big spider web that came out of it there. Spider nest, actually. But yeah, just kind of been up here dinking around a little bit today. I'm gonna do a chainsaw review for you guys too here one of these days, because I actually wanted to use that saw before I give you guys a review on it, just because I don't like giving you guys false information, even though sometimes in my own head I get stuff mixed up. But that's no one else's fault but mine. But anyway, I'm gonna burn on here. I'm getting over here cleaned up. Gotta get a rake out, and I was gonna, oh yeah, I forgot to cut that branch. Whatever, I'll cut it up and stick it in the barrel there when I get some more room. I got it pretty well licked now, so eventually I want to get this raked up nice. Another little stone area in here, the 3/4 crushed stone. I'm gonna put another carport here because I'm more than likely gonna bring more tractors home, I'm thinking. So anyway, that fence and all that stuff that was at the front of the yard there, when I moved here, I took it out, of course, get tractors back here. So that's all gonna go to the scrap yard next time I take a load in. That table can go because it was given to me and whatnot, and just going for shred because, well, scrap's so low now anyway, it's not even worth sorting out. Just take it all and get rid of it. But anyway, I'm gonna carry on up here. Hope it doesn't rain too much yet. I don't know if I'm gonna chop this table up and get rid of it. This was my workbench that I pulled out of there before I brought tractors home, so that might get chopped up and disposed of. But yeah, that's where we're at today. I know someone's gonna say here, oh, isn't there a burn ban on in Ontario right now? Well, yes, there is. Hang on a second, I'm just trying to get my clippers here out of my shed, wherever I put them here last time. Oh, they're in the tractor shed. Never mind. Yeah, there's a burn ban on right now, but it's only if you're north of Aurelia. You see Keswick south of Aurelia still, so we can still burn the town of Georgina. As a matter of fact, I even called the town to find out, so fooey on Yui. Anyway, yeah, just wanted to pass a bit of information on for you guys here. I'm gonna chop some awkward limbs up here and we'll throw them in the fire. Might be kind of hard to see now because we've been here for a while, but you see these? These are critter prints. I don't know if it's like a cat or a raccoon. I did have some cats come through here a little while ago. That stuff used to drive my grandfather insane. A cat would run across the hood of a tractor or something. Well, of course there is a cure for that, but I'm not going to say it on YouTube here because I'll get myself in trouble. But it's starting to rain here a little bit, so we're still burning. The fire's good and hot, so we'll see how full of ash that barrel gets before we take it to the scrap yard. But of course, I just dumped the ash behind the shed anyway to try to get stuff to grow, and it just turns into compost anyways. So yeah, we're gonna burn on. Ooh, look at that shiny sheet metal. Alright, I got some of the tins back on, at least for the driver's side there anyway. Haven't ground out and painted the passenger side yet, but that can go back on there anytime. I do have to pick up some bolts because there's supposed to be a square head tap goes in here, square head bolt. Square headed bolt, but let's see if I got one here. Square head bolt like that. But I twisted a couple of them off, taking it apart, so I'm gonna have to stop in a John Deere and pick up a handful of these anyway. That way they can all be Hexagon heads and they can all match, even though that's not really original. But I mean, I don't think John Deere sells square head bolts. But you know, John Deere, you never know. They got everything. John Deere seems to be my go-to hardware store these days because they still have, you can still walk in and talk to people. You just can't go all the way in the showroom. But at least with these tins, I got a little carried away with my grinder here. You guys might remember there was these chunks of round stock that someone welded in this corner here. Don't know if it was a mount for something or whatnot, but I cut and ground the weld out best I could. Kind of dug into the grinder a little bit, but no big deal. It's a tractor. Then it is a little bit pitted back in that corner, but I mean, not like it's going to be sitting in a museum somewhere. I do plan to be taking this to tractor shows and tractor pulls and playing in the dirt anyway, so not like it's going to be sitting in a museum somewhere. Anyway, got the tins kind of loosely bolted up there. I'm waiting for the rest of those bolts to kind of dry out. They're still a little bit sticky yet, but figured I'd tack those on there. That we can have some room to do the other ones. Maybe we'll get you guys a before and after shot here, and you guys can really see just what the difference really is, because I was amazed. Where's the plate for that side? Over here. Yeah, you see I already cut this one. I got to grind the welds and whatnot down. Someone made a mess of that, but here's the plate that goes on the driver's side here. Sorry, passenger side. Jeez, I'm gonna have a wipeout here. Yeah, I gotta clean up again. Anyway, there's a comparison. Look at the difference, eh? Well, I think I got my work cut out for me tomorrow, so I think tomorrow I'll cut that and grind that down and whatnot, and we'll just keep putting stuff back together. I was diddling around with this gauge here a little bit. I'm going to tape off the glass so that we don't scratch it up with the wire wheel. Then I'll hopefully get this ground out at some point tomorrow. I think I'm just going to mount it back up here. I got the mount painted up and all that stuff I showed you guys earlier, so yeah. I think that's going to be it for today. I'm kind of tired of being out here now. I've been out here all day long. It's just about dinner time. Oh yeah, I butted out our burn barrel there, so get that cleaned out and got most of this yard cleaned up now. So I think next I can fill that barrel full of this random scrap metal I got back here, and I can take it all into the dump. I am an honest guy though. I'll dump the ashes out of the barrel, that way I'm not taking false weight out of the scrap here, you know. You develop a relationship with people over time, and you know, you don't do them dirty. So oh, here's the rain. So yeah, anyway, if you guys like what you see, as always, please comment, rate, subscribe. Thanks for watching.